Anaam from the Nagual zone here. Let's talk about stalking. A little bit more about stalking today. I recently did a video, I think it was a couple of months ago, on stalking. Link is up there. You can go check it out. Today I want to give you a little tip on how to effortlessly start the stalking process. Stalking is a big art. Like all arts, it's very simple, but it also requires absolute mastery over your inner currents and a very, very keen knowledge of your predilections. I'll do another video on predilections. I have done one already, I think. Go and check out my videos. There's a lot of material there. Today I want to talk about stalking. Now, this assumes that you understand that there's a specific Toltec progression. You first cultivate inner silence and learn to become an expert hunter of your own self-importance. These two masteries combined inevitably will make you lose your human form. You'll step out of the human mold. Something irreversible and irrevocable will happen. That will then qualify you to realize as in make real in your life, realize what controlled folly really is. Once that happens, you are now equipped to stalk effectively. That's the Toltec progression. Any mishmash of this first and that first before that will result in aberrations, will result in what I call the guru syndrome. You know, these people lose their human forms, but they haven't become expert hunters of their own self-importance before that. So they start taking all manner of advantages of people, and it's very toxic, right? So there's a specific progression that the Toltec system has come up with through trial and error that works. No need to question it. No need to go around saying, why does the wheel turn around? No need to reinvent wheels. It works. Verify yourself the effectiveness of the Toltec progression, and you will see for yourself it's the leanest and most efficient way to progress and create a evolutionary arc that is incremental in its growth. Okay, so, but because we are a generation, or we want it now, we want it right now, I'll give you a little tip, which will set you up for all the other things as well. Over Christmas time, especially with family, right? Everyone has experienced getting into arguments. Usually they are related to three things: politics, religion, and relationships. Okay? Roughly bundled into three things. Why are you getting into an argument? Now, in the heat of the moment, we don't tend to remember all that. Later on, we go, I'm supposed to be a Toltec warrior. Why did I get into that argument? Yeah, well, that Toltec warriorship is questionable then, isn't it? So, we all love to think we are just some big shots, but these are evidences. If you're getting into arguments all the time over some worthless religious thing or political thing, or vegan this and meat eating that, or plastic is bad and this is good and blah, 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 blah. If you're getting over arguments, and this means also arguments in your own head about it. Arguments in your own head about it. You may be the most peaceful Dalai Lama type of person to everyone else, but what's happening in here? What sort of volcanoes are blasting out in there? So beware of these things, right? And we all get into arguments, and no need to put yourself down about it, but it is an opportunity to learn. Let's learn to stalk those moments more effectively. What it is telling you is that you don't really understand stalking very well. So what has happened is that you believe your own bullshit and you think your bullshit is better than their bullshit. That's all it really is. And we start really loggerheading with each other. I want you to learn to listen. Learn to listen. Learn to listen with a calm, quiet, tranquil mind. A mind that is not attached to your own bullshit opinions. And I can tell you, once you lose your human form and you understand controlled folly, you realize controlled folly, you will see that every single opinion you have or anyone else has is just bullshit. There's no substance to it, nothing, and you'll understand one more thing. What the average man understands as facts, and what the average man spouts forth as opinions, it's a very thin line. Both are interchangeable. So for the average man, their opinion becomes fact, and facts become opinions, right? So you want to stay away from all this nonsense, conserve your energy. And when we all get into these situations. People will provoke you. You will see some TV program. By the way, don't watch TV. You will come across a YouTube video. You will hear me say something. You will hear someone else say, especially family members, because they have a way to pinch into our soul, right? Learn, train yourself. Bling, 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 bling. Train yourself to have alarm bells ringing in your head when that happens. And what are those alarm bells saying? Those alarm bells are saying, listen, listen, listen. Do not start vomiting your bullshit out from your mouth. Sit back and train yourself to listen. Listen and put yourself, hypnotize yourself, brainwash yourself, force yourself, will yourself, discipline yourself into a quiet, tranquil mind. Do what it takes, basically, to get into a state of pure listening. Not listening to respond to their bullshit with your bullshit, but simply to listen. This will train you into becoming an expert hunter of your own self-importance. This will train you to accumulate under great heat of the battle situations, accumulate inner silence. This will then eventually lead you just the art of listening properly, listening to the birds, listening to the silence that surrounds us. And these little opinions just go bloop, bloop, and they're really worth nothing. They're worth nothing of your time and energy, of your precious time and energy. It will train, eventually you will lose your human form. With correct guidance, in the right context of apprenticeship, you'll do it very quickly. Much more quicker than you would do on your own, and in any case. That will then lead you to controlled folly, which will then lead you to, you'll be an effortless master at stalking. Because when we listen to someone, we have entered stalking. We have entered stalking. What is stalking? A hunter stalks their prey. But if the hunter isn't listening to the signs, to what the jungle is saying to them, the prey will become the hunter, or the prey will escape. So you've got to learn to listen. That is when you start the act of stalking. I hope this makes sense. Let me know in the comments below what you think stalking really is. This is my microphone right here. Say hello to my beautiful microphone that helps me to communicate clearly with you guys. So on that note, I will leave you. Walk in freedom and blessings. Let me know in the comments what you think of this little nugget of listening being closely tied to the art of stalking. What is your thought on this? I will see you again soon. Walk in freedom. Bye for now.